Hey, what's up guys, Adam here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at different ways that you can make money online selling or creating digital products or assets. Now, the digital asset market is worth over $3.5 billion, and that is set to nearly double by 2025 to $6 billion. Now, I've briefly touched upon the idea of digital products and assets and how they can be a great source of passive income. I'll leave that video in the info card above, but here we're going to be delving much deeper and primarily focused on just the digital asset side of things. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 product ideas that you can start today. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So the first asset that we're going to be taking a look at today is going to be ebooks or audiobooks. Now, ebooks in particular have been one of the most popular and continue to be one of the most popular assets for both creators and consumers alike, mainly because they're very simple to create if you know what you're doing, and they're very easy to distribute on large volumes. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking about, hold on, Adam, I'm not an author. I don't know the first thing about writing a book, and where do I even start? Well, do you actually know that the majority of books on the market are not written by the people that you think they're written by? They're actually written by what's known as a ghostwriter or a ghostwriting company, where that company or that person is hired to write that book on that person's behalf. So if you have a rough idea in mind in what you want the book to look like in terms of its structure and what you want to have in each chapter, then you can actually hire a ghostwriter to pretty much fill in the blanks for you and structure the book with your vision in mind. Now, once you have the bulk of the book in place, you're going to want to hire yourself a graphic designer. Now, like I said in my passive income streams video, you can hire graphic designers on sites like Fiverr, People Per Hour, or even Upwork. And some of these providers will actually give you a series of revisions as well. So if you want to change your mind on various different things, then you can work with that designer to tailor the book to exactly how you want it to look. Now, if you're just looking for an ebook, then you can pretty much stop at that point. But if you're looking to create an audiobook, then you'll also need to hire a narrator. And once again, you can find these narrators on Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour, or if you're going to upload the book to Audible, then you can actually sign up with the Amazon ACX program. And then from there, you can actually hire a narrator for a per hour fee, or you can actually have the narration for completely free, but that narrator will take commissions based on your book sales. So the next digital asset that we're going to be taking a look at is software. So the software industry is enormous and it is continually growing. It is extremely ripe with opportunity, and if you have experience writing code of any kind, whether it be PHP, JavaScript, Python, then you can actually use those skills to develop a product that will be beneficial for both personal use and business use. Now, this could be a piece of desktop software, it could be a web-based application, it could be a website template or mobile app. The possibilities are pretty much endless. It's really down to your own creativity. And one of the biggest hubs for selling software is Envato Market. In fact, it has an area that is just designed for selling WordPress themes alone. In fact, 39% of all websites are actually built on WordPress, which means there's going to be a big market for this. People are going to be looking for off-the-shelf themes that they can simply download, install, and customize. So the next asset that we're going to be taking a look at is video, probably one of my personal favorites, but video is an extremely popular medium for delivering information, especially when you look at sites such as YouTube and Vimeo. In fact, you can even downscale and go to sites such as TikTok or Instagram stories where people are using video on a day-to-day basis. Now, video content online can actually be a twofold approach. You could either be someone who provides information in the format of video, such as what I am doing now, creating videos for YouTube, in which case you would make your potential money by using ad revenue. Or you can be someone who actually sells video content. So this would be in the form of royalty-free videos, whereby content creators can actually purchase that video from you and use that within their work. So royalty-free video now has really become big business in the last few years, especially when you've got companies now that offer a subscription-based model whereby you can subscribe and then you can download as much content as you like from the royalty-free site. Storyblocks being a big example of this. There was a time where if you wanted to use royalty-free video, you had to literally scour the internet and try and find the clip that you want. And sometimes that one clip that you want could end up costing you, over £200, £300 in some cases. Whereas now when you have a subscription-based models like Storyblocks, you can simply subscribe and pay a yearly fee of say £200, and then you have unlimited access to that library of content, which is a large amount. And as a result of these low premiums, content creators are flocking to sites such as Storyblocks and Digital Juice. So the next asset that we're going to be taking a look at is graphic design and digital art. Now there are a wide variety of ways that you can be creative when it comes to graphic design. There's various products that you can create as well, such as icon packs, web mockups, PSD templates, the list goes on. Now, once again, there are a few ways that you can actually approach this. For example, you may be someone who likes to create brand new content each time, more unique content, on trying to build up your portfolio on a site such as Fiverr or Upwork, and that is perfectly fine. Or you may be someone who wants to create a more of a niche area. You may be someone who just creates gaming logos for YouTube content creators. So once again, you can narrow yourself down into that niche and therefore get more people from that niche to actually view your advertisement. So another approach you can take may be more of a passive one. You may decide you don't want to create a new design each and every time. Instead, you want to just create a few designs or a few graphics and place those designs onto merchandise. So you can actually use a site such as Teespring that will allow you to embed your designs onto mugs, hats, bags, and t-shirts. And then you can use integration from Teespring into Etsy so you can actually sell those designs and make some sort of passive income based on the commission of the sales. So that is definitely more of a passive way to gain an income from digital assets. So the next asset we're going to be taking a look at is documents. Now, documents definitely tend to be more of a formal asset, mainly designed to instruct, organize, or guide someone to do something. Now, a few examples may be a template for a CV, it could be a manual for a piece of software, or in the case of my example, it could be a budgeting template. Now, shameless plug here, if you're looking for an intuitive budgeting template, be sure to look in the description down below where you'll find my Etsy store where you can purchase my budgeting template. But again, it's really down to your own personal skills and what applications you like to build or work in, and just figure out how can you use the application to develop something that's going to add value to someone else's productivity. So the next asset we're going to be taking a look at is courses. Now, you can barely get through a YouTube video, especially one with ads, without someone advertising their course and asking you to sign up to it. Now, if you're skilled in a particular area, and believe me, if you really dig deep, there is going to be an area that you are really comfortable with. Say it could be video lighting, it could be finance, it could be JavaScript programming, really anything. If you can create an intuitive course that others can learn from, that could be really profitable for you. Now, it's really important that if you do plan to make a course, you make it as interactive as possible. The idea is to get people in, and by planning out exactly what content you want to include in a logical format, I recommend using a tool such as Trello or Asana where you can actually plan out the framework for your course. Now, both of these platforms have a free version and they both allow you to do what's known as collaborative working. So there's someone else within your team that wants to help you or add content to your course, they're able to do that through the planning tools. Then once you have a solid foundation for the course plan, you of course need to build the actual course out. Now, if you're someone who doesn't mind dabbling around in a bit of script, a bit of PHP, then maybe you can use a tool or a couple tools such as LearnDash or LearnPress. Now, these are actually plugins for WordPress. So remember we talked about WordPress earlier in the video. These are learning management platforms that are built around WordPress, and you can actually purchase these as a plugin. And if you decide to go down this route of using, say, LearnPress or LearnDash, you're going to have a lot of customization at your fingertips. Now, I get it, not everybody is going to be that technically driven, or they don't want to dabble around with code or worry about integration. So there are off-the-shelf products that you can simply sign up to. And two good examples are going to be Thinkific and Udemy, which have various different payment options depending on the specification of your course. So again, this is going to be another instance of where you spending time or money up front may pay you dividends in the long run. So the next asset we're going to be talking about is photographs. Now, if you're someone who loves taking high quality photos, instead of just posting those photos to Instagram or just backlogging them into a folder somewhere, why not actually sell these as royalty-free images to a company such as Storyblocks or Shutterstock? Now, a lot of newly formed businesses, and even in some cases some existing businesses that are on a small scale, don't always have the time or the budget to go and hire a photographer or hire out a studio. Sometimes they just simply want to go online and find some royalty-free images, download those and populate their site or their social media using those. So the next asset that we're going to be taking a look at is actually professional services. So technically it's not actually a digital asset per se, but it's sold in the same manner as most digital assets. Now, in a world where outsourcing is becoming incredibly popular right now, having an online service that you provide is definitely going to be profitable. So online services are generally sold in two main ways. The first of which is a fixed price for that product, where the buyer knows ahead of time what the price is going to be for that particular service. And the second is case by case, more of a bespoke model, where depending on the client's requirements, the client can actually work with the developer to arrange a finalized price. Now, you may already possess a skill from your main job, whether that be web development, graphic design, admin, coaching, consulting, whatever it is, you can actually carry that skill over. So you haven't got to learn a new skill, learn a new trade, just carry that over and then market yourself on a site such as Fiverr, Upwork, or People Per Hour, and then charge people based on your main job's rate, where you're not actually working at your main job. So just utilize that time that you have and actually just take your skills from your main job and apply it on a freelancing basis. So the next asset we're going to be talking about is music and Folly sound. So let's start off with music first, because music can be an incredibly broad area, and it can also be quite difficult to, learn how to compose music and various tracks. So I'm not saying go out and, try and become the next, music producer, the next deadmau5 or something. Not saying that. This is only really going to apply if you're already from a musical background and can create some really nice and varied music. Now, the fact of the matter is that copywriting laws when it comes to music and audio are getting more stringent year on year, and content creators really don't want to take the risk or take the gamble of whether a specific track may be copyrighted or not. Now, earlier in the video, we spoke about Envato Market. Now, Envato Market has another dedicated area that is dedicated to just music and audio. It's called Audio Jungle. You've probably heard the watermark Audio Jungle playback on some tracks. But yeah, you can actually upload a track to Audio Jungle, sell it on there, and once again, it becomes a passive income stream. If it's a track that's really in demand, or if it's a genre of music that people really like, then a lot of people are actually going to make the risk and download that track just to give themselves peace of mind from a copyright front. Now, as you can tell by the way I'm breaking this down, you can probably tell that I'm personally not a musician, but I do have a few friends that are musicians, and they're actually utilizing it now, especially during lockdown. They got a lot of free time on their hands. They're making various beats and they're actually uploading those to Audio Jungle. And of course, once again, that will form a passive income stream for you, because the beat's already been created. All you're going to make money off now is simply just the downloads of that specific track, depending on whether they download a personal license or a commercial license. So then let's move on to Folly sound. Now, you may have not heard the term Folly sound, especially if you're not in the video or the film space, but essentially Folly sound is the sound effects that you hear in these films or these videos or documentaries. Now, these sounds may be explosions, it may be people walking down the street, it may be the sound of a bell, it could be literally everything, but Folly sound is always recorded separately. You're not going to just go and walk on set and they're going to, create the sound there and then. The sound is always created after and then dubbed into the film in post-production. And the person that does all that is known as a Foley artist. They basically go out with a lot of high-end recording gear and go out and record these high-quality sounds. Now, of course, you can do this on a much smaller scale for more independent films or, videos that require a lot of sound effects. So if you've got a lot of, if you've got a decent microphone, if you've got decent recording equipment, you can actually go out and record these high-quality sounds, and then you can publish them on, say, Fiverr, or you can actually advertise as a Foley artist on Fiverr and say, look, I can create high quality Foley sounds, hire me, and I will make your next video spectacular. So if you're looking to make money down the audio route, but you're not a musician, then maybe Foley sound could be right up your street. So the final asset that we're going to be taking a look at is affiliate marketing. Now, once again, it's kind of not classed as an asset, but it definitely falls, just like with the professional services, it falls under the umbrella of digital services online. So the whole purpose of affiliate marketing is to allow companies to market their products to as many people online as possible. And mainly it's online influencers or promoters that actually take these products and advertise it on their social media or their YouTube channel, and then actually place the affiliate link in either the caption of the post, or they'll place it, if it's a YouTube video, they'll place it in the description. Now, in response to doing this, the person who is posting that product will usually receive a commission of around about about 2 to 10% depending on what the product is and depending on the supplier. Now, this is going to be another example of where this can almost be a 100% passive income. I mean, unless you're going to be, reviewing the product, or unless you're writing like a blog post about the product, if you're not doing that, if you're simply just sharing the link, then it can be really, really passive. And depending on how, large your audience is or how many people are interested in that particular product, you can actually make quite a lot of money passively from doing this. Now, affiliate marketing tends to have more of a reputation with Amazon, but there are other companies that offer similar incentives, such as referral links, and companies such as HubSpot, Fiverr, Kajabi, Trading 212, TripAdvisor, all have some sort of referral link, whereas if you share that with somebody, you either receive an income or they'll receive a discount on their sign up, or you'll also receive a discount on your subscription. So all the way around, if you're actually sharing this link and doing that promotion for that particular company, then they will reward you in some form or fashion, either by commission or by a discount. So if you're using a service on a regular basis, actually check with that service to see if they actually offer some sort of affiliate marketing, or whether they do some sort of referral linking, and if that will give you some sort of discount or some sort of paid commission. So guys, that has been my video on 10 digital assets that you can start today. If you've actually started some of these, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Give me a big like down below. If you want to see more content like this based on personal finance, investing, or my journey to financial freedom and wealth building, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you get that alert when we actually upload videos to this channel. Anyway guys, it's been Adam here. Thank you for watching. Take care, and of course, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.